Good morning. Namaste. Sorry, I just had to quickly eat some scrambled egg. So, welcome to For Your Morning Coffee, the morning chat show, where we discuss the biggest of things on the planet today. Without any sarcasm, we are actually talking about prize money, influenced by a chat that Tidgeney had about mental health the other day. So one of the bits he sort of brushed upon was prize money, and I think it's quite interesting, and I think it's quite a good topic to discuss in relation to what it does to a gamer or what it does to an event, as it changes the. Yeah, we'll get onto it. Also, we're going to talk about the Gran Turismo World event. We're going to talk about what's coming up on the channel over the next couple of weeks, and yeah, that's going to be it. It's going to be a pretty good chat today. I've only got an hour. Well, I can go an hour and a half, but I'm actually going to a first aid course today. Basically, a doctor. Good morning, Squeakers, Paul and Geezer. Good morning. How are we doing? Nice to see you. So what I'll do is I'll get the channel updates out the way. Then we'll talk about Gran Turismo Sport, and then we'll go to the meat of the chat, which will be the wow, man, I looked tired today, didn't I? I did go to bed at like 1. Also, I need a shave. Anyway, talk about the channel then. So, still doing really well. I think we hit 2,750 overnight. Still growing, still awesome. The views on the videos have been much better than they have been in previous weeks, previous months. So that's really cool. And obviously that sort of, it just relates to the new subs, if that makes sense. More subs equals more views, you would think, anyway. So that's going really well. The Jev Racing Academy is going really well as well. We have 5 drivers in there now, so it's full. The academy is full. Doing really well in there. Bertman's already hit A. I think I talked about it on Monday. We got a couple of new races in there that are pretty damn fast as well. Mayday Gaming, I think it is. He's now obviously Jev Mayday, and he'll be competing in the ARC race this Sunday. Also, what's his thing? Tomato. Maybe. But anyway, he has gone from 39,000 to 45 since Monday. So, he's definitely a candidate as well. He's another teen, I think. So that's really good. I was thinking last night, when do you graduate from the academy? When you get A+? That's a very good very good point. The thing is, like Jack is super new to the game, and he might only want to do the academy thing for a month or 2. So, if he's not reached 5K driver rating yet. So I think A+ is a very distant future, and I don't think someone would want to be in the academy for too long. But even when they graduate and they get out of it, they're still in the team, and we always talk and communicate and help each other out all the time. So Jev Academy going really well. Second week into it, a lot of progress being made by pretty much everyone, I think. So that's really cool. And Also, some might not want to do daily races. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he does lobby races. Yeah, so we have to judge him differently on what his goals are or what his end goal that he wants to do. So that's Jev Racing Academy. Very well, very good, loving it. Moving on to the channel. So something, if you saw my community post, I feel like I've metaphorically got my fingers in too many pies and I'm doing too many different series, and it's sort of just it's becoming like disjointed and there's too many things going on in my head. You think about it, I'm doing all of those series, I'm juggling 2 Discords as well. I'm trying to do well, and the YouTube channel. I've stopped Twitch now. That's just, I thought, oh, I could just do Twitch when I want to play other games, but I literally don't have the time to play other games. So, which is a shame. And you know, if I was doing this as a full-time job, then I could spare 4 hours to stream on Twitch or something like that. Good morning, Ryan. What's up, HRD? Good morning. But anyway, so what's going to happen on the channel? A little overview is weekends. This is from Monday. Weekends are going to be Wreckfest, Wreckfest weekends, Wreckfest weekends, or weekend wrecking, or whatever it's going to be. I'm going to market it to one thing. Weekend wrecking. So Saturday, Sunday are going to be a Wreckfest vid. I know they're not. Yeah, spreading myself out too thin, geezer. That's the thing. And I just want to Wetfest weekends. It's just when I have a load of girls in the back. Wet t-shirt contests, baby. I'm joking. Every weekend is Wetfest for me. Oh, Slayer. So that's on the weekend. Every Monday is going to be a dirt rally video because they've got the World Series right now. And you have a week or 6 days to do to practice one stage and get one chance at doing that stage. So on the Monday, I will record that, or on the Sunday, or whatever it is. So it comes out on the Monday. So you have what I am in the world on that event. I'm looking at 2 days ago. I was looking at top 10. So you know, I can't get top 1. That's just insane without some insane practice. I just can't do it. It's too fast. It's like 8 seconds quicker than my fastest time. It's mad. It's mad how they do it. I mean, they're on steering wheels, and steering wheels makes it a lot easier on dirt rally, I think. So that's Monday. Tuesday. What did I say Tuesday was going to be? I said Tuesday was going to be something, but I've forgotten. So I don't know. Who knows? I think Tuesday to Friday is just Gran Turismo Sport. So you've got 4 days of Gran Turismo Sport, and it will most likely be filled up with pretty much one series, which is going to be the Global SS Challenge. What I'm doing, if you haven't seen the community post, the Global SS Challenge is where I'm going in all 5 regions: Oceania, Asia, EMEA, North America, Central and South America. I'm picking the worst 5 manufacturers, which is, let me tell you, Dodge is last, Mitsubishi, Citroen, McLaren, Volkswagen. Those are the 5 bottom finishing manufacturers from the last season. So I'm taking the 5 worst, and I'm going to try and get SS ranking in all 5. Now, yes, if I was to do every single race, every single Wednesday, every single Saturday, I'd be doing it for 5 hours every Wednesday and every Saturday. So obviously I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'm going to pick and choose and see if not choose, just do it when I can, basically, because obviously in the next month or whatever, this starts Wednesday on the 18th. Obviously, I'm going to America and I'm going to be starting new things, and I don't know where I'll be and if I'll be able to be playing or whatever it is. It's going to be interesting. So I think you've got do the tracks that suit certain yeah, exactly. If I can choose and be of mind that I can be able to pick and choose what I want to do, then yeah, obviously. If this was my job, it'd be a no-brainer because I just spend all day doing it. So that's what the videos will probably be. There'll be like updates. I mean, only if they're good races, really. You know what I mean? What's up, Hard Driver? Where are you going in America? I'll be going to Boston area, so Massachusetts. No, it's gone too cold. So yeah, just on the south shore of Boston. I've worked there for a couple of years before. I'll be coaching youth soccer or football everywhere else. Really looking forward to it. Well, I've got an embassy meeting on Wednesday, and that's when they're going to say yes or no to me going, basically. So fingers crossed. I'm stressing. I'm anxious. Yeah. So that is the SS Global Challenge. So you'll have videos of the updates or the races throughout, basically. Maybe a proper update video of all of the profiles on Friday. And then like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are like just Gran Turismo Sport videos, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So really looking forward to doing that. I've been spending a lot of time grinding the driver rating up recently. So you think about it, I've had to start, thank you, Geezer. I've had to start new profiles. I've started new profiles. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. SS Global Challenge. So the driver information. Food's taking forever to get here. What time is it where you are, Ryan? So Oceania, we have Jev Jevington, who is an Australian driver. That's going to be with Volkswagen, and that has 18,667 driver rating. In Asia, we have Jev Anime with Citroen. That's got 16,630. Central and South America, we have Jev Carnival in the Mitsubishi. And that has 17,317. We have North America, which is Jev USA, and that is in the Dodge, obviously. And that's 42,097 driver rating. And then in EMEA, we have Jev James in the McLaren, 46,560. So, you know what? I would like to get all of the profiles up to, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll do a bit of grinding tonight. Should I stream it tonight? Should I just pick one of the accounts and stream it for a couple of hours? Because yesterday I probably played it for 5 or 6 hours yesterday. And it was, I must have, well, let's say I raced 20 races. That's 3 an hour. So that's nearly 7 hours. I think I won 19 out of 20 races yesterday. Just because I set a good lap time. I started from the front and I ran away. And the only thank you, Geese. Yeah, I probably won't do it then. Good man, thank you. What's up, Benjeet? Nice to see you, man. Look at those green names in chat. Mwah. Mwah. Beautiful. Yeah, the only one that I lost was last lap. This is on the Nürburgring. No, Red Bull Ring. The guy who was in second punted me off at turn 1. Got a 3-second penalty, but I went off and I spun, so I was more than 3 seconds behind him, so he won that race. I sent him a PlayStation message saying, "Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you." But I really enjoyed yesterday. It was just, I didn't record anything. I just sat there and I played. I had a bit of a like a topsy-turvy day yesterday. Hence the like, oh, I'm just going to rebrand everything. I'm going to do this. I was just like, I had one of Jimmy Broadbent talks about it all the time. He struggles with, I don't know what he struggles with, but some kind of, I was going to say psycho thing. It's like a psychology problem, mental problem, whatever it is. He talks about it quite openly. I had my period, basically. Yeah, there you go. And especially with the YouTube thing, you do have your highs and your lows. So we've just had a really high with that video hitting 17K views. And then we've been riding the wave from that video. You know, we're still getting views, still getting subs from it. Morning, Victor. How you doing? Still getting all of that kind of stuff from it. But now it's subsided and it's gone back, not to usual because we've got more subscribers and more views. It's gone up a little bit. But when you're on the top of that peak, on that wave, riding that video, you're like, oh my God, it's amazing. We're going this place, we're getting 50 subs a day. It's going places, we're doing really well. And then it subsides and then you're down to 20. And then you can't help but question yourself, okay, why is it not as good as it has been? And I wouldn't say struggled at all with it before. It's always in the back of your mind as a content creator or whatever you want to call me. But it kind of just got to me yesterday, and I felt like I was doing too much. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's about the quantity of content. I personally think that one piece of content a day is good if you keep it fresh and stuff like that. What I was doing is I was keeping it too fresh. You know what I mean? There was too much going on that I just needed to cut it up and go, you know what, this is what we're doing. This is what you can expect and stuff like that. Because, you know, we've had a couple of different bits of content as well. Good morning, Cliche. You know, we've had a couple of bits of different content. We had the in real life track day. We had the what GT Sport players say, and they're okay, but to keep all of that diversity is pretty crazy. Thank you, Disco. I appreciate it, man. Love the vlog. Nice, dude. Good morning, Jack. Good morning. Hope you're all doing well this morning. If you are enjoying the stream as well, don't forget to hit that like button. I'd like these mornings, Monday and Friday streams to get really big as well. And the only way that they get big is if they're, well, shared, liked, commented on, all that kind of stuff. And that's what YouTube goes, oh, something's happening over here. We're going to promote it more. But I know the quality isn't fantastic. It's the best I can do. I'm always technically challenged, aren't I? So the track day type thing isn't content. Yeah, it's fine as a one-off, yeah. Well, have a good day at Benjeet, man. Have a good day at college, Benjeet. Thank you, Cliche. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun making it. In the future, my dad's going to do races and somehow send me footage, and then I can do like a commentary over the race or like the lap guide thing as well. And you know what's really funny is, so there's this big book. Here it is here. My dad's had this for years. It's the big UK circuit, whatever it is. Am I on GT Planet? I don't think so. I've never been on GT Planet. So let's take a track that you might know. Oh, here you go. Brands Hatch, look. Brands Hatch. There you go. And then it basically goes through each corner and says what to do in each corner. So that is Druids. So you come down Paddock Hill Bend, go up the hill, and then into Druids. And then it says, you know, it's got a racing line. It says you can go two ways. You can go narrow, or you can go on that late apex to get out out of it and come down to Grain Hill. And then it's got like approach 0. Although the uphill approach does help to shorten the braking distance, the most common error at Druids is simply outbraking oneself. As a guide to the break point, the bridge is a good reference as any. Beware though, its shadow moves. A defensive racing line is simply tight right-handed side approach. It's really freaking cool, isn't it? Entry number 1. The road levels slightly at this point. So it's got a number 1 on the track, so you know where it's talking about. At the top of the hill. The technically correct line A, which is the wider line coming back for the late apex, is to follow the outside of the track about a quarter of the way around, then turning back for the apex. This does give a straighter exit, but in reality, it's rarely used as it's most undefendable. The more common option is B, a more gradual turn in from a point near the marshal's post at the top of the hill. There is also less risk of a visit to the gravel trap, as there is more room for errors to be corrected. As you're racing around, yeah, you're just racing with the book there, like, what corner am I coming up to? It's interesting. How interesting is that? So anyway, so what I was saying is when I did the lap guide on Snetterton the other day in the video, in there it has I think it's the national layout. So it doesn't have the 300 circuit, which is the infield section. So usually you would come round Griffiths, the first corner, then you go up to Montreal, and that Montreal turn just goes straight onto the back straight, all the way down the Bentley straight. But obviously in the 300, it does all of the inside infield track as well. And it didn't have it in the room. So my knowledge from sim racing and what I do on Gran Turismo Sport came into play. And my dad was like, oh, you're saying exactly the right things and what I do. Did you read it in the book? I said, no, I got that from playing a game. There's your transition between sim racing and real life knowledge. So that's the channel. Anything else on the channel? Obviously, a massive thank you to the channel members. You know, we hit 21 members now. 21 members. I think we've got 5 in the lad up section, which is tier 1, and then we have obviously 16 in the Jev pit crew. I mean, you're all in the Jev pit crew to me, but you know, anything, it doesn't matter if you're tier 1, tier 2, it's awesome either way. But that is insane. So we actually have another emoji slot, which I need to think about what emoji to put in there. So I don't know. But thank you so much to the channel members. If you want to know what that gets me, it's around £45 a month, I think. I can't be sure, but it's around 40 pounds, English pounds, that all congregates to, I think. Is it? Yeah. So there you go. So, you know, so that is that. Let's talk about the World Tour briefly. What's going to go on in the World Tour this weekend? It starts today. So Red Bull Hangar 7 is where the World Tour is being held. Is anyone going to watch it in chat, first of all? The Manufacturer Series is tonight. Interesting. Usually the Nations is... No, the Nations is on the... Oh, no, that is right. They've just brung it forward. So there's nothing on Sunday. It's just Friday and Saturday. Event overview. Swiftly following on from the excitement of New York, the FIA Gran Turismo Championships live events will continue with the World Tour 2019 Red Bull Hangar 7 in Salzburg on the 13th to 14th of September. For this event, we revisit the Red Bull Hangar 7, Red Bull's Museum of Historical Aircraft and Race Cars, situated on the outskirts of Salzburg, Austria. The best 51 competitors from the online series from 18 countries will come together to compete in individual races in the Nations Cup, as well as team races in the Manufacturers Series. This event sees also to change the Manufacturers Series format. The previous format of 4 races, with only the last one as a team race, has been replaced in favour of 2 team races, Race 1 and a Grand Final. 2019 season is now close to its climax. Who will win their ticket to the crowning event of the year, the World Finals? Get ready to witness all the human drama and nail-biting race action the live events are famous for. Interesting. Interesting. Did anyone watch the video that dropped yesterday? Don't know. It seems too soon. Yeah. So you're only champion for like 2 weeks. And I mean, you're not really champion, are you? Unless you win the grand final. You're a round winner. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you know what I mean. So it sounds really cool. So let's have a look at race structure. So there's only one race, I think. There's a race 1 and then there's a grand final. Damn. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so they've gone Manufacturers Series, right? And they've gone for both races are Group 3. I wonder who Tidgeney's going to let win. So race 1, and then you don't get any points for being 11th or 12th. So you have qualifying, which is 12 teams, 1 driver. Then top 6 qualifying after that, which is top 6 teams, 1 driver. And then race 1, the starting grid order for the top 6 positions is based on that result. There's a live broadcast for that as well, actually. Race 1, 12 teams, 3 drivers alternating. So in both races, all 3 drivers are being used. The grand final is based on the results of the previous race as well. Are you ready for the layouts? Red Bull Ring, wet condition. Group 3, that's race 1. That is insane. And then the grand final is also in the Group 3. So I would have thought they'd have Group 4 in one of them. Obviously not. Obviously, I mean, the Group 3 is more dramatic, isn't it? As a spectacle. But I would argue that you get better racing in the Group 4. And maybe that's just us at our level that we drive at. And the second one is Group 3 at Spa-de-Francorchamps. Oh, it's Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Very cool. So we get to see the rain and Spa. Just thinking of when the next update is going to come. Not before the next manufacturer's season starts, or the exhibition season, I guess. Did someone say Spa? Yes. So that's 17 laps. Both races are 17 laps. 17. I don't know how long a lap takes at Red Bull Ring in the wet. I'm guessing around 2 minutes. And I'm guessing around 2 minutes for Spa as well in the Group 3. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So that is what? Just nearly probably 40 minutes. 40 minutes a race. Which is good. Which is good. So we have 2 races this evening and then 2 races tomorrow. I'm guessing. Nations Cup. Qualifying. Top 6 qualifying. The Nations Cup is still the same. So 2 semi-finals. Top 6 from each go into the final. And then I think top 6. 6 competitors. Yeah, and then competitors ranked 11th and 12th in each group are eliminated. Ooh. Damn. Damn. Top 4 repechage. go through to the final. 12 competitors. Okay, so it's top 4 from semi-finals and then top 4 from the repechage. What is the repechage? Oh my God, it's another rally race. It's another rally race, chat. It's another rally race. Oh my God. Nations Cup, the Bugatti VGT. So the Group 1 should be a Group X. That is semi-final A. Ooh, why is that saying... This is interesting, chat. This is interesting. That's 12 laps. Tire rate 9. So that should be interesting. Racing medium, racing soft. The semi-final B is in the Pagani Zonda, and they haven't given a track. They haven't given a tire selection. What do you think that's going to be? Fuel consumption rate 1. Tire wear rate 2. So not much fuel, not much tire wear. What could that mean? Is it another wet race? Route X, do you think? You could be right, man. If it is Route X, that is fucking stupid. There's no way they should put Route... no, dude. No. No. For manufacturers, there's Red Bull Ring. That is race 1. Red Bull Ring in the wet is race 1 in the manufacturers tonight. Spa will feature. Spa is in the manufacturers final tonight. I wonder what that's going to be then. Tire selection. That makes me think that it's wet tires. Why wouldn't they put the tire selection in unless they do that every time? But fuel consumption 1, tire rate 2. Only 9 laps. It's only 9 laps. So it's got to be a long track. All right, Paul, have a good day, man. I'm going on a first aid course, by the way. That's why he's saying that. Well, that's interesting. The repechage is Group B around Sardinia Windmill. It's 10 laps. They're always insane, aren't they? Especially when it's a repechage race, when everyone's like, I need to get top 4. Oh, what a surprise. The Nations Cup final is in the Red Bull X 2019. Shock. But you know what? Fraga is not there. Fraga is not there, which is big. So obviously we won't have the Hizel Fraga drama. I wonder why he's not there. Thanks, Flyra. You too, man. So looking at the competitors, eh? Hizel, Blazan. Blazan was really quiet last event. Susu, he did quite well. Koge Lopez, obviously getting a 3rd place. Maraglino. Mangano. Rodriguez. TRR Manuel Rodriguez looks like he should be, like... He doesn't look like he should be a gamer. He looks like he should just be... I want to say, like, a successful drug dealer, but not in the way that he... not in the bad connotations way. Daru, Frenchman, RC Mura. Suswillo, go on Adam, repping for Great Britain. Rick Kevelham from the Netherlands. Korninen from Finland. Martu. TRL Adam from Hungary. Dude just looked like he... I'm not sure if he's shitting or... North America, Andrew Brooks. Daniel Solis. Let's go! Let's go! He's my American person that he just looks... He's so funny. Nico Rubela. Big boy. Big boy. Fabian Portilla. Damn, looks like a lesbian hairdresser. Kokiban Miyazano. Wong, Longley, Lakovsky, obviously from Australia, Adam Wilk, the classic person. Adam Wilk looks like Dracula. I'm not gonna lie. Here, look. If you're on a computer, you can double screen. Click that link. That's what I'm looking at right now with the competitors. No, where's my boy? Yes, he's coming up. Wait for this. Okay, so this is manufacturer series. So you have in Lexus, you have Caraza, Andrew Brooks, and Beauvoir. In the Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, you have Lukovsky, Latelu, Veloce Storm, and Anthony Felix. Anthony Felix, dude, he got interviewed before the I can't remember what race it was. I think it was around Blue Moon Speedway, and or it was after, and he looked as high as hell, dude, and looked stoned. Yeah, he was like, yeah, dude. So funny. Lukovsky looks like he could kill people. Yamanaka, always fasting. Always fasting. Always fast. Simon Bishop looks like he would murder you in your sleep. I'm sure he's a really nice guy, but my God, I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. Rodriguez, obviously. Kenny Komos, that was in Toyota. Jaguar, although Bishop didn't have a good time out in Toyota last time. Jaguar, you have Konormus, Florent Pagande. That is Jomas. A lot of people know Jomas in the GT Sport community. And then this is one of my favorite guys. This guy is possibly one of my favorite. He doesn't. Good morning, cheese. He looks like he should be like an evil count. His name is Vinicius Neto from Brazil. He is absolutely fantastic. He looks like he would be an evil like count. And he owns everything, and he's like the boss against like, and you need to get a quest from him. BMW's Coco Lopez, Rubelar, and Soma Iseri. That could be a pretty strong team. Lopez and Rubelar. Ford, Adam Wilk, the Dracula. Armin Akhaken from the United States. Marco Grasso from Italy. They're in Ford. Aston Martin is Putia, Takeda, and Nick McMillan. I like him, Nick McMillan. He seems like a nice guy. He was interviewed a couple of times. That's Aston Martin. No Adam Sassuolo in the Aston Martin. Peugeot, Lewis Bentley. Man, he looks like a dude. He could murder you as well. That is not a he looks yellow, dude. He needs to see some sun. Richard Castro, Outlaw Quadrant. Dude, he looks like a straight up gangster. I was going to say something incredibly, well, it could have been seen as racist. Not going to say it. Takuya Okamoto. Damn, that's a long neck, son. That's a long neck, son. Nicholas Svindman in Chevrolet. Chevrolet, good for them. Marco Mendoza. Michael Avancino. Damn, Marco Mendoza looks like he could duff you up in an alleyway as well, man. Damn. What's up, Ryan? Good morning. Peugeot, I know. Seriously, though, Lewis Bentley needs to see the sun. He is yellow. Unless he has, like, a problem, then I apologize. Hyundai, Tatsuro Hoshino from Japan. Steve Cotton, racing swordsman from the United States. Augustine Cajal from Argentina. Porsche. It's good to see Porsche in there, but it's not good to see Porsche. Tristan Bayliss, Daniel Carmo, Tatsuya Sugawara. Damn, he's got some bags under his eyes. Tristan Bayliss looks so happy to be here. That is awesome. That is awesome. Audi Hayden Hunter from New Zealand. Zach Pettaccini from the United States. And your boy Martin Grady. Tidge, looking like a straight up bouncer. Why? Okay, why is nobody smiling? How many people are smiling? Tidge doesn't look happy. And he looks... Okay, I'm not going to say that. How many people are smiling? Okay, one, Tristan Bayless, smiling. Tatsuro Hoshino, he's smirking. He's smirking. Takuya Okamoto, I can't say that's a smile, actually. I don't know. That's a straight mouth. Armen Agakhan, I'm probably murdering that. Kind of smiling. Yes, Kenny Konomos. Yes, he's smiling. Coco Lopez, he's smiling. Shock, Anthony Felix is not smiling. This is one of my favorite bits. Nikos Rublar looks like he just farted, saw someone else smell it, and smiling because he knows it's him. Rick Kevelham from the Netherlands, he's smiling, good man. Ryan Darouche, I don't know. Blajan smiling. Hazard's pouting. That's a pout, man. That is a damn pout. Good morning, Rory. How you doing, man? I'm just going through the competitors and looking if they're smiling or not. Salvatore Maraglino looks like I just had sex with his mother and he's staring at me. That's what he's doing. All right, Benjeet. Catch you later, man. He is the scariest looking one. He is the scariest looking one. Oh, God. Old Vinicius NATO just... Oh, you want to marry my daughter, eh? Oh, my God. It's too early for this. Oh, God. Bruh. Oh, goodness. I'm actually crying. Okay. So, I just want to know what time they're on. We'll say what time they're on. It's not there. Rory, do you think you'll ever go to one of these? Oh, you're not fast. I'm not fast. Obviously, I'm on a freaking controller. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. tonight, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, gosh. Legit crying. Okay. Right, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on to the main topic of this evening, which is this evening, which is... What is it? My brain is gone. So, moving from Tidgeney's stream on mental health the other time. It will start at 7. They're an hour ahead of us, aren't they? That's why. That's why it says 6. They're an hour ahead of Britain. So 7 p.m. British Standard, British summertime. So here we go. The main meat of the morning. Man, we've gone for 43 minutes already. Shit. Oh man, my head is gone. I've got to go on a full day first aid course today. Oh, it's going to be a long day. Is prize money a good thing for esports? Or, I mean, we could say racing esports, but we'll go over the good, we'll go over the positive. I'll give my opinion. You share your opinion in the chat as well, and in the comment section afterwards. If you're watching this at a different time, you're mental, but thank you. So I would say there's obviously positives, there's obviously negatives. Case number one, Geezer, prize money can be an incentive. I'll give you an example. The recent World Series event in Dirt Rally has made me go back and play that game. I'd probably play it. Before, I played it for 2 hours a week, trying to make a piece of video, like for YouTube. But now there's actually a legit reason I could practice and see how I am against everyone else. Yes, I wouldn't say pointless for me doing it, because I'm, 8 seconds off the fastest stage time. But £10,000 or euros or whatever it is, that is a damn incentive. The people who make it to the final as well get to go to the auto show in Birmingham in mid-January, I think, as well. And that's where they compete. That is their final. That is their world tour event. That is a massive incentive. Massive incentive. My goodness. And it makes you, one, play the game. Two, makes you put more time in it. You know what I mean? But it then changes when you get to when it's multiplayer rather than a solo thing. I think it's all good that there is prize money at all, as it will have come from the sponsors, which shows there is an audience that can monetize. Exactly. Yes. You like the fact that you only get one shot? Yeah, with the dirt rally thing, it's one stage a week on the rally side. There's rallycross as well. It's one stage a week, and you get one shot. It's mad. Prize money should not be the focus point, rather than an experience of competing on an international stage against the best. Yeah. I mean, you see it from sports people all the time. They don't play the sport to get rich. They play the sport, one, because they're good at it, and two, because they enjoy it. And then the money is like the bonus thing. The problems come when it goes multiplayer. And let's say last World Tour event, the Hizal Fraga incident. Can you imagine if there was £10,000 on the line for that last race? How much more commotion, drama that would have made? You know what I mean? Because then people would go, well, he's done that to get £10,000. He's whatever it is. It just adds another level onto the intensity of the race, which as a viewer, it's fantastic, because one, the drivers are driving harder and faster, so they're going to put in more time, which is going to improve their lap time, which is going to make them more enjoyable to watch. Then you put that in a field of 12 to 16 players who have all done those things, and now you have the catalyst for some absolute drama and excitement. Yes, they're racing to get to the next event, but when they're racing and you have that money as well, as a viewer, it's fantastic. If you're doing it for the prize money line, there's a hell of a lot of time. Yeah, and then that's when people go off the end when they don't reach their goal. You know what I mean? So if I say, right, I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to put all this time in to get the money, and I don't get the money, then everything that I've worked for is nothing. It's nothing. And this is where the psychology comes into it. So something that I studied at university was sports psychology. So this is about a mixture of things that you do so that you don't put yourselves in this situation. So there's a load of stuff I could do before I go to the event that makes me more psychologically stable. So when I don't win, I'm okay about it. So something like phrasing words to myself. Instead of saying, I'm going to this event to win £10,000, because then that makes the £10,000 the apple on the tree. And if I don't get that £10,000, then I've failed. Rather than, I'm going to the event to try my hardest and to race at the best of my ability. If I do that, then I've succeeded. And then if that was enough to win, then it's enough to win. It's a lot to do with psychology, which is why when the boys were talking about mental health in Tidgeney's live stream podcast thing, they were saying a lot of stuff, and it was basically them airing their problems for however long it was. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, but they don't have anyone to talk about their stuff to, and that's the problem. So when we're talking about high pressure situations in sports, which runs into esports, you need some kind of support system, whether it's a psychologist, a sports psychologist, or a coach or a trainer, which allows you to air your problems, your thoughts, and allows you to work to your goals and make sure you have the right goals. I'd be excited as hell just to be there. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the different psyche that people have. I'm normally very competitive, but I play people to enjoy it. I would like to get better, but getting the chance to play means a lot more to me. Exactly. And your psychology is a hell of a lot different from the people who are at the World Finals. Hell of a lot. Something that I found myself doing this week was, as I'm trying to level up all these different driver profiles. I'll come back to that. Also on the sport mentality, I use the NFL mentality. It's all in the journey to the Super Bowl, your goal. Yeah, you just got to have that. It comes down to what you want. So example for you, Rory, is every video you do, because you're trying to reach A+, it's not the fact that you don't get A+ in that race. You understand that it's a journey to that A+. So you set yourself the goal of, okay, what's my car number? It's 12, let's say. So I want to finish above 12. If I don't finish above 12, it's okay. There'll be other races. But you're not saying, if I don't finish above 12, I haven't succeeded. You know what I mean? It's a different wording. Morning, KLM. So go back to my example. This week, I've been leveling up these different accounts for this SS Global Challenge that I'm doing. And I've just been grinding out race B. Grinding race B. I mean, the top times are just under, I can't remember what time it is now. 30? No, under 29. So they've just gone into the 28s. And I can get, my optimal is a 29.1. I've got a 29.3 so far. And I think I can, I know I can get a 0.1. I haven't done my usual thing of get a ghost car and try and follow the ghost car. I've just got the 0.3 by just doing laps, basically. It's on the Red Bull ring, right? And because I've been grinding out and done so many laps, my focus has shifted from just doing laps to focusing on each corner. So I know when I've made a bad mistake on a corner. And you know what? I see it in Keys streams a lot. When he's doing the warm-up laps or his qualifying or whatever it is, if he goes around the corner bad, he goes, oh, shit corner, blah, 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 blah. And I found myself doing that. And I just went, oh, that was a terrible corner. I went, whoa. Because now I'm starting to care about the tiny little things, and I don't know if I want to be that person. I don't know if I want to be that person. You know what I mean? So I just had to take a step back, and I was like, okay, let's just do this. What's the story of the overtakes? I'll talk about the overtakes at the end of the video. I like doing that with the ghost car. Yeah, I usually start it like half a second in front of me, so I don't get caught up in the ghost in the ghost of it. Not that I'm catching it anyway. But anyway, back to the mentality side of it. So you can see if there's a prize money and people aren't psychologically ready for that pressure that the money brings. So you could say one person doesn't have any money, and that might make them do stuff in a race that is seen to be gamesmanship or unsportsmanship, which will get them a position or whatever. And if it's not penalized by the judges or the marshals, then there's an uproar and stuff like this. And you could see a different style of driving with the input of prize money. Here's something really cool that I found out. So I just put in esports money or something. I can't remember what it was. And there's this website that tells you, you know, what games make or how much prize money has been dealt out in that game, which is really interesting. There is no prize money for Gran Turismo Sport. None. There is prize money for Gran Turismo 4 and Gran Turismo 3. They both had 2 tournaments. Gran Turismo 4, there was 2 tournaments, only 5 players competed, and the prize pool was 44,000 over those 2 tournaments. Gran Turismo 3 was 3,250, the prize pool, and it was 4 players over 2 tournaments. Compare this to a game called Turbo Racing League, which has had 9 tournaments, 16 players, and that's $1 million prize pool. What else is here? Forza's probably got one. Forza. Forza Motorsport 7 has had 7 tournaments, 62 players, and $366,000 in prize money. Mad, right? Mad. Mad. Now you compare that to Dota, which has had $216 million in prize money over 1,230 tournaments. Counter-Strike has had $81 million in prize money over 4,000 tournaments. Fortnite, 76 million, 450 tournaments. So that's the difference in games. How mad is that? Thanks, Rory. Good morning, Dorian. 76 million, baby. I know, it's mad, isn't it? So that is mental in my eyes, that if they want to move towards esports, then they have to put money in it. They have to. You've got Michelin. You've now got the new thing. What's the new thing with Porsche? Anyway, we'll come back to that. It's fine. You know, they've got this new thing with Porsche. They've got this new thing with Michelin. Obviously, Toyota's in there. Was it Thrustmaster as well? Where's all this sponsorship money? Where's it all going? Is it just to put on the event? There you go. The production quality of the GC Sports events is really high, and it's got a lot better. Once again, here's my point. If they're trying to make it more professional, I watched the interview. Well, I watched part of the interview. I couldn't watch it all. It felt too... If you're trying to make it more professional, obviously love Jimmy Broadbent, obviously love Super GT, but here's where you're trying to make it more professional. Tom Brooks is sitting there in jeans with holes in them. Now, I'm not like an old man going, oh, he's got holes in his jeans, but put on some fucking trousers, okay? If you're trying to look smart and promote an entity, a gaming platform, PlayStation and Gran Turismo, you've got to look the part, right? Yes, he had a Gran Turismo logo on his t-shirt. It just looked bad. Yes, they were talking about everything that they should talk about, but then they have got Super GT sitting there, and all the immense respect to Super GT and what he's done with the game and whatever. But wouldn't you want someone who's in the professional racing game? Yes, I know he does karts, blah, blah, blah. But wouldn't you want someone in the professional racing game, racing world, to be there instead of a YouTuber? It's just my thought. It's just my thought. You know, and then when they're saying, I know it's a joke and whatever it is, but when they're picking their drivers and he goes, oh, you know, or the manufacturers, and he goes pug, you know, for the meme choice, and it's like, yeah, it's funny. It is funny, but don't you want to be more professional? You know what I mean? Don't you want give him a damn GT Sports shirt? Yeah, like hello. I'm just saying that once again we can see and you know what? I will be moaning about it and picking it apart on Monday as well. I'm just saying. Meme choice. No, he went for the pug, which is fine. On one of his live streams, and even Jimmy Broadbent does it as well. He slips into live stream Jimmy, you know, and he slips into streamer Jimmy sometimes. He does a much better job. He's much more professional, I think, than the rest of them. I think it'll be interesting to see how much shit I give that girl as well on Monday. Gosh. Yeah, maybe David Perrott. That would be fantastic. That would be the perfect choice. The perfect choice. His season has ended with the GT. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised seeing him at the World Finals. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. They'll probably do another Pro-Am race at the final. Or they should do another Pro-Am race at the final. Because it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as it is the main event. Pro-Am race on the Friday. Manu and then Nations, I guess, or the other way around, whatever it is. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. So the be all and end all with the money is, I think it's a good thing. I think when there is that extra incentive, as a viewer, it makes for better viewing. But from a competitor's standpoint, yes, there is more added pressure, but that's when you need that support. You know, I'll say it again, in Tidge's stream, it was very adamant that none of the guys who were talking know how to deal with that added pressure. And I'm not saying it like they're idiots. It's because they don't have the support, or they lack the actual skills to be able to set themselves up mentally for competition. It's not like you can go straight from playing in your bedroom to being on the world stage. There's a process that you need to prepare yourself psychologically to be able to perform not only at the stage, but then whatever comes after, you know, the aftermath of doing really well or doing poorly. You need that support, and you need a process and an understanding of what you need to do all around. What's up, George? GT Sport is a legacy for the entire GT game series. They have so much content that is available in the use. Yeah, I agree. Who's the worst 5 manufacturers you're going to be lumbered with? Dodge, Mitsubishi, Volkswagen, McLaren. Oh my God, what's the last one? I don't know. Whatever, it's the bottom 5. No, not Nissan. I think prize money is yes, but not yet. Yeah, no, I think they need to put it in. They need to put it in. I would love to see it at the final. I'd love to see it. I'd be like, yes, yes. Renault, no. So, you know, it just gives it a little bit more. If you win the grand final, then what? Where'd you go? What do you do? Do they offer you something? Is there a program you go into? No. Citroen, thank you. Yes, it's Citroen. It is. If Bugatti had a Group 3, I would be all over that. They don't, unfortunately. Where do you go? What do? You don't do anything. You go, oh, okay, yeah, well done. We'll see you next year. See if you can defend your position. Which you don't even get invited back to the next one if you win. So whoever won the last one, so I can't remember. But there we go. Sure, I think whoever won last year's grand finals should have an automatic seat at the next year. You know what I mean? The Driver Academy was the one. What? The Gran Turismo Sport Driver Academy? See, I've come after that. That's what... Yeah. Rory, I completely agree. Completely agree. Have a connection and go, if you win this, there's a program that you go into. Whatever it is. That would be insane. That would be insane. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Do you have the Michelin Man's number? I think you should get the Michelin Man's number for winning the grand final. A date with the Michelin Man that you go to in a Toyota Supra. So a quick word on the overtaking thing. There was actually a comment on the video today saying that I'm copying JSR Devon. I didn't even know who JSR Devon is. Apparently he's another YouTuber. I just searched him up and he does racing. I don't know what game he does, but he does racing vids. I think he's Australian, I think. But something money can't buy, exactly. That's a great point. So the overtake thing is, because I'm obviously technically challenged, the only way I can really do it is probably Gran Turismo Sport. And World's Best Overtakes is a monthly competition on the channel, and I feature the 10 best overtakes that I've seen in the month. So what you do is you tag your replay, you share your replay on Gran Turismo Sport, and you give it the tag or the hashtag WBO, World's Best Overtakes. And then you can put something else on it if you want to make sure I get it. So you can tell me, I've tagged this replay, WBO, ERT1, whatever it is. Go to this timeline in the video, and that's my overtake. So I can then go to the replay, I can watch it, I can go, great replay, or overtake, or not good. And then I can record it, and then I can put in whatever it is. I can put in the commentary and put it into the top 10, basically. Oh, he's South African? Oh, okay. I literally listen to him for like 5 seconds. Sounds like admin. Yeah, all you need to do is share the replay, put the tag, and that's your thing done. And then I have to go in and look at it, video it, and whatever. But obviously, you need to let me know. So go into my Discord, link in the description. If you're not in the Discord, find the section and tell me what your tag is. And that's it. I think I've got one to look at tonight. And that's it. Night, Ryan. Have a finger. So that's going to be it. Channel's doing well. New sort of schedule for the next couple of weeks, keeping it simple. Really looking forward to the World Tour this weekend. Obviously, we talked about the money, and I think that's really cool. And I'm going to a first aid course all day, so that's going to be really fun. Thank you so much to the channel members for doing your thing. You'll get a new emoji in the next couple of weeks when I decide which one I want to put in. This weekend, well, we have a video coming out today, which is... today's video is freaking pretty good. Which one is it? Today's video is pretty good. Oh, dude. I get punted, and I may do some punting as well. It asked the question, when is punting acceptable? That's a different story. I don't want your answers now. Good morning, Opaz. I don't want them now. I don't want them now. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do that on Monday. We'll do that topic on Monday, because today and Sunday, there's 2 videos that I do some punting in. I'm just saying. I'm not patting myself on the back for it. Well, I am on one, but the other one was accidental. So check them out. Thank you, George. Puntalicious, I know. So that should be a good video. 2 good videos this weekend, actually. Thank you, Mark. You too, man. So have a fantastic day. If you did enjoy the stream, leave that like button. Helps me out a lot. And yeah, have a fantastic day. Enjoy the Gran Turismo Sport this weekend. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Ooh, ooh, ooh.